To remove the tail section, you have to release this bolt. And this bolt. You also have to remove this rubber plug. Then there's this bracket inside. You release this 10mm fastener, and those two shafts are disconnected because they're connected with this bracket. And then you can take the tail section off. That's it. Now remove the fasteners. Now you can slide the water pump housing off. This is the impeller. You can slide it off also. I take this to the dealer and we're going to get some new parts. So we're back from the dealer, and this is our haul. This is from the water pump, the bottom plate. It has too much wear on it, grooves, everything. So I decided to replace this. The water pump housing also has got too much wear on it. You see a groove running there. So to make life easier, because I was going to change the impeller anyway, I bought a whole kit, and the water pump housing, the bottom plate, the impeller, new bolts are all in this kit. So here's the number and the price, Yamaha price. I also bought some gear oil for the tail section, and yeah, that's all. So we can rebuild. There's a pin here, don't lose it. Take it off. That's where the impeller rides on. See, this is a bit dirty. That's not good for the water flow. So we're going to clean that a little bit. I'm going to use a cordless drill with a little brush on it. Don't use anything that's too abrasive, because you're going to damage it, and that's not what you want. We only want to clean it a little bit. Only scrape the dirt off. I'm happy with this result. You can go further if you like, but I'm happy with this. So we're going to rebuild the water pump. This is the old one. This rubber needs to go in here. I'm using a bit of soap for that. That's it. See this metal cup? We have to insert the new one into the new water pump housing. It can only go in one way. Yeah, you can see a little opening inside. The cup needs to go with that opening on top of the opening in the housing. That's it. It slides in place. So now install the new base plate. It can only go on one way. This hole and this hole needs to go over 2 dowel pins. So what did I tell you? It can only go on one way. Like this. Yamaha also provided us with a new gasket, so I'm going to install this. Now install the pin for the impeller. Take your new impeller. Put a little bit of dish soap on the drive shaft. Just a little bit. I'll slide the impeller on. Slide it over the pin, like this. Now it's seated. When you look at your old impeller, you see that it's been on this way, in this fashion. So it was turning clockwise. Like this. So when you put your water pump housing on, you turn your prop in such a way that the impeller is turning clockwise, so it's inserted in the right orientation in the water pump housing. And we put a little bit of dish soap on the inside of the water pump, like this. Then we slide the housing on. That's it. Put the bolts in. Now tighten the bolts crisscross. Just tighten them by hand. Pipe is for the water pump. Through this pipe, the water that comes out of the water pump is transported to the engine through the tail section. And when we're going to reinstall the tail section, this pipe needs to be inserted into this rubber. To make installing this pipe in the water pump easier, I'm going to cover it with some dish soap. So the two bolts that hold the tail section on the engine, I'm going to clean them on a wire reel, but I'm not going to film that. You look a lot better now. Put some grease on the drive shaft, on the splines that go into the engine. That's it. Now install the bolts. Okay, now the tail section is on. We're going to reinstall the shifter linkage. That's this part. It goes inside the tail section, right there, like this. As you can see, the bracket is on. The two rods are connected now. This is the orientation in which it goes on. The engine needs to be in reverse, and also the tail section needs to be in reverse. Now put the plugs back in. Put some grease on them. That's one. two. Wipe the excess grease off. Okay,